Hey family, so if you're watching this, you are at the right place. So welcome to my video. Now in this video, I'll be making the fish soup like you've seen. So firstly, you have to measure your water, and to the water we're adding our sulfonic acid. Sulfonic acid is a chemical that is important in our liquid soap production. It serves as a degreaser, meaning that it helps to remove the grease from our soap. It also serves as a foaming agent. Now after that, this yellow substance here, you can see how it's bubbling up, right? Looks so beautiful, like God. Like there are so many things that you watch in nature and you be like, wow. So these are just chemicals bubbling up in water. Now the yellow one here I poured in is a foam booster. It's optional that you use a foam booster. However, since I always produce large batches, my customers will always say, "Oh, please add this one bottle to your production." In this video, I'm producing 20 liters of soap. Now, this jelly substance that looks like a gel, right? I'm just pouring out from the plastic bag is Texapon. Texapon also is a foaming agent. It helps my soap to foam. You can see it's actually foaming here. So please, when working, you need to be very careful. Do your best to not stir too fast. Just be very patient with the stirring process. Now you're going to set aside, right? Because you need it to dissolve. It has to dissolve. The gels have to dissolve. Now in another bucket, please get water. It's advisable that you get water first into your bucket. Don't pour these chemicals in an empty bucket. So first we are adding SLS, which is what, sodium lauryl sulfate. Then STPP, which is also known as sodium tripolyphosphate. Yeah, sodium tripolyphosphate. So that's STPP, and we've added SLS, which is sodium lauryl sulfate. Next, we added caustic soda and soda ash. Now it doesn't have a particular order, so that's why I stated here that in no particular order. So make sure you add all of them, and you're going to give it a good mix. Make sure you mix it well. If you don't mix it well, it might form lumps. Now you're going to see that in other parts, like in the later parts of this video, I will show it to you. Alright, so quickly head down to the description box. Please head down quickly right now. Check the description box. You'll find some links to my ebook. So in a bigger bowl, you're going to add water. It's either going to be a basin or a very big bowl. Add water and then pour your nitrosol. Nitrosol is serving as our thickener. It's going to help our soap become thick. Now this bucket here I'm stirring is where we poured in our powder chemicals, which is the caustic soda, the sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, the sodium tripolyphosphate, which is the STPP, and the soda ash. You can see that at first it had some clogs on top, so we're still going to mix it up. We need it to mix real good. Now SLS actually looks like rice. It looks very long, like long and wide, so you're just going to make sure that they all dissolve. Now I come back to my nitrosol and I keep mixing. Guys, in this particular mixture I made a honest mistake. Like, I know that I was wrong, however I did it. So please, for example, if you're going to make 10 liters of soap, so listen carefully, you're making 10 liters of soap, bear in mind that you're going to dissolve your nitrosol in about 6 liters of water. Yes, that's because you need the nitrosol to really open and get thickened. And don't leave it unattended. So turn it maybe for 15 minutes, stop for like 2 minutes, come back again, turn for 15 minutes. Don't just leave it and run away and come back the next day. If you do that, you get a worse result than I got in this particular video. Now I will show you that worse result later on. You're going to see what I mean by the worst result and you understand me. So this bowl here is where I poured in my sulfonic, my Texapon. I'm trying to make sure that the Texapon, that gel-like substance, has perfectly dissolved. So you can see it's even foaming on top, but you need to be careful when stirring so that it doesn't get too foamy and you miss out on the whole chemicals dissolving and you just end up with foams on top. So you need to stir carefully, slowly, making sure that it is well what dissolved. Alright, so guys, I hope you're enjoying this video. Please quickly head down to the description box. check for my ebook, which is titled From Stains to Sparkle, for you to get my loaded book on how to make your household chemicals. Now, to the Texapon and sulfonic mixture, I add my perfume. It's important to add perfume to your liquid soap or to any soap you're making, so that it will have what, a scent, so that it will scent nice, so that when you use it in washing your plates or in mopping your house or washing your clothes, it has this nice scent. It does not just smell blank like that. It's nice, just the same way you use bar soaps or use liquid soaps for your washing machine, and they smell really good, and even the scent even sticks on your clothes. Now look at this thickener here, the nitrosol mixture. If you look well, I had done this on the portrait mode. Yeah, I had shot it on the portrait mode. That's why it's this way. But then you can see I was trying to add more water and stir it. I added a little amount of water, knowing fully well that I was making 20 liters of soap. I added a little amount of water, and it ended up clogging at the base, which became very like wrong. Now this is the powder mixture. I had to still come back to check it. So I had checked it here, and I was just stirring it to make sure that it is perfect, is going on well. So guys, so quickly, I hope you're enjoying this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Yes, help me reach 100 subscribers by the end of December 2023. Yes, help me get 100 subscribers, and hopefully I hit more than 100 subscribers. You are amazing. You are the real MVP. Thank you for supporting this channel. Now don't forget to head right away to my description box and get my ebook titled From Stains to Sparkle. It will also be available on Amazon. Once it's there, the link will be here, and even if it's there right now, that means the link is here. So please quickly check the description box. If you can find it on Amazon, buy the paperback, give it to your friend, gift it to someone out there needs this ebook titled From Stains to Sparkle. It talks about how to make liquid soap, how to make toilet wash, how to make hand sanitizers, how to make a whole lot of other chemicals from my own knowledge working here in Nigeria. All the things I have gained, all I have understood about chemicals in my own area, you can put it into practice wherever you are. Even if you don't have the exact measuring tools, you could substitute for what you have. For example, in Nigeria we measure in kilograms. Abroad some areas measure in pounds, so you could do the conversion. Alright, so enjoy this video. You can see how I'm separating it. Enjoy the video. I'll get back to you shortly. Thank you. So right now I have decided to add my powder chemicals. That's the caustic soda, soda ash, SLS, STPP that was dissolved in water. I'm pouring it in now. That's why you can see that this mixture is looking sort of milky. Yeah, so it is even doubling in size, like it's getting thicker as I add those powder chemicals. Now what I'm pouring in here is my Texapon mixture, my Texapon and sulfonic mixture. I noticed that it was overflowing in my butter. I had to pour it out into a basin. So you can see, if you even look, you can even see the small dots of the nitrosol that didn't dissolve. Yeah, so that's what I was telling. So for example, here I made 20 liters of soap. But what you're supposed to do was that, like what I was meant to do was, I should have measured about 12 liters of water and dissolved my Texapon, because that, sorry, dissolve my nitrosol, because the nitrosol is for what, is for 20 liters of soap. So I meant to have dissolved it in 12 liters of water. This is a mistake I had to just show you, because you need to know that measurements are important. Example, in your food, in your chemicals, anything you're making, getting the right measurement is key. If you mess up your measurements, you also mess up things. Now I had to wait till later at night and then start sifting out the soup. So you can see I had to sift out the soap to sieve out the gels that haven't what dissolved. That's the nitrosols that haven't dissolved. So you can see them here. I had to do my best to show you the sieving process. Now I told you that this measurement here was um, um, plainly for 20 liters of soap. Depending on how thick you want it, if you need it very light, you could still add more water. However, the way it got thick for me, if I needed to add more water, I would still have a larger amount. So after measuring, you can see I poured it into this gallon here. This gallon is a 25-liter gallon. However, it covered over 20 liters of the gallon. Now that's the amazing thing there. It got over 20 liters, and I also poured it into a 5-liter gallon. That's this this ash gallon here. I filled it up. This is a 5-liter gallon. I had filled it with the liquid soap, and those gels, I'm not going to waste it. No, my God is not a waster. So in the kingdom where I'm from, we don't waste. So I'm going to pour those gels. I have poured them back into this bucket. I'll be adding little soap to it and then some more water. I will cover it for the next 2-3 days. Hopefully they will dissolve the more. So to avoid such disaster from happening, if you're going to make, for example, 10 liters of soap, dissolve your nitrosol in about 5 to 6 liters of water. If you're making 20 liters of soap, dissolve your nitrosol in at least 12 liters of water. Keep stirring it until it gets thick. Now this part is to show you how to color your soap. Most times when you go to buy your soaps at the chemical shops, the soaps are in powder form. So this is what I did. If I'm buying this batch of soap and the color I have today is green, I take that green, I pour it into a plastic bottle and add water. I shake it until it becomes a liquid. Now to that liquid, I have, for example, here I poured in my soap into this stainless bowl, then I poured that liquid, just 2 or 3 drops into it to get my color. Now look at how thick my soap is. This is the soap that was made the previous day, and there to show you how thick it looks and how I color my soap. Most times I leave the soap I use at home like that, colorless. However, some other times I just love to see the colors jumping up and down, so I decide to what color it. Hey guys, so you know I don't know much, but however I know a whole lot to explain to you about my process. So please do out to like, share, comment, and tell me what you've understood from this video. Now I am doing my best to pour it into a plastic can. It must not be a very beautiful one. It can be any can you have in your house. Just pour your soap into it. Now this is the ash container whereby I had poured the soap, so I took out of it to pour into this bowl now because I want to mix a green color, and I'll do that right away, and I'll mix it and then I'll pour it into this ever bottle that is at the edge here. So guys, I know you're enjoying this video. Please don't forget to share, to like, give me a comment. This is the best video you can watch because it's detailed from A to Z. And if you know you're still here, drop a comment saying wow. So make sure you drop a comment or saying was wow, WOW. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, I'm your girl.